Dhyanamoolam Guru Murti, Pujamoolam Guru Param, Mantramoolam Guru Vakyam, Mokshamoolam Guru Kripa. Good morning, devotees. Namaste, Sitaram. Well, we're going through this forest, so you want to stay at the back of me because there's some ferocious animals. When the Durga vehicle is here, he can be ferocious. So anyway, this morning, it's a beautiful morning. I set my foundation for the day by going to that place of consciousness after exiting the body that is, after yoga and meditation, the body is in prime shape. Mind is nullified and pacified, and the intellect is at the peak performance. Ego has been shattered. So now the foundation is set for spiritual life. Anyway, this is rough terrain. I want to talk about foundation. Well, just like I set the foundation for the day, then we also have to set foundation for our lives. And in our Hindu system, the first stage of our life, student life, and in that stage, student life, we have to acquire enough academic education coupled with religious and spiritual. Because if we only pay attention to the academic life, that's making a living. But if we add religious and spiritual, then it's living a life that would lead us to moksha and liberation, because we will understand, there will be contentment and understanding in both stages. So this is so important. But this morning I want to talk about Mother Durga. And this would also, you'll see how the foundation was set and how this foundation was weak in the gods and goddess because they didn't have unity. The relationship between them, the gods and the goddesses, they were fighting for power. Imagine demigods, ministers of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, which is the Trinity, which is the same consciousness manifesting itself. They understood. So after some time, this fighting between demigods in the heaven, Indra being the leader, the demigods got leadership. So they were oppressing the demigods. And after a long time, many years, they couldn't take it anymore, and they went to Lord Brahma and said, Lord Brahma, listen, this is the situation. Lord Brahma knew because he's Antaryami, he knows everything, the past, present and future. He says, look, you all pray to the mother. Which mother? Oh, you will know, you'll see the mother. And when you all are united. And so they prayed and they got united. And when that happened, out of the sky, the blazing sky, the mother appeared with a loud roar. And when she did that, Mahisasura, the main terror on earth, was trembling because he knew that his end is coming. Because he knew the power when he hears, very wise person. And so the gods and the goddesses, they were happy. And then the mother, through battle, she was able to conquer Mahisasura. Now, this is what you call unity. When you're unified, you get the blessings of God. You summons God's grace. And this worship of the mother, Sarva Mangala Mangalye, Shive Sarvat Sadike, Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namastate Srishti Sthiti Vinasanam Shakti Bhute Sanatani Gunasraye Gunamaye Narayani Namastate Om. So, Swami Parameshananda ji, he used the worship of Mother Durga to unite the people of India. He was so keen on reformation and building the foundation of India. And when we worship the Mother in Benares, and at the side of both sides of her, one side is Ganesh and Kartikeya, and the other side is Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi and Mother Saraswati, and the mother standing tall in the middle. And she'll be put at the first altar as you come into the ashram in Benares, and thousands, tens of thousands of people will be coming and worshipping. Why? Because Swami Parameshananda knew that having those four deities like Ganeshji, he represents the Shudra class, the working class, the ordinary people. And Mother Kartikeya, he represents the defense of the country, both internal and external, police and army and navy and like that. Mother Saraswati, she is the goddess of knowledge, so she will represent the Brahmana class. And then Mother Lakshmi, she be represent the business people who will get the money. But there's not a keen separation between these classes. But they can be interchanged. We all have some of each of that. So when the people come, and they'll be all come and worship their deity of choice, and Mother Durga there. And Swami Parameshananda was very keen that once they're there, he will have spiritual leaders from various organizations, academic leaders from Benares Hindu University, to come and talk about the greatness of Hinduism and the philosophy, which is in line with all other religions, Christianity, truth is truth. Everything leads to truth. So we should not show exclusion to any other religion. We speak Buddhism, Christianity, and all the other credible faiths. So this unity is there. When we learn about this unity and we go to the mandirs, when we come home, we have to bring it to ourselves first. In other words, unity should be in ourselves, meaning that the bad and good thoughts, the good thoughts should be predominant and constantly waging the war to wipe out bad thoughts. Because if wisdom says, avoid thoughts that weaken you, meaning bad thoughts. So when we have that inside of us with our solid academic and spiritual religious education, then we can go and pass that on to others. In a marriage also, when you come into that in the olden days, our parents, they look and they check out the person you're going to get married to. So that was the foundation they want to get right. And then also, nowadays with young people getting married, they do the checking out themselves after relationships. So this foundation is so necessary. And when we have that, this is what society is all about. Now with this COVID-19, think about it, that this is a religion, I call it, maybe temporary, but it's uniting everybody on the same level. There's no high, there's no low, there's no black, there's no white, there's no rich, no poor. And we have to learn this lesson. We don't want to go back to what we are doing. I see in the countries people want to go back. Yes, can't stay home, go back with caution. But when we go back, our lives should come to the point where we are united in ourselves individually. As Swami Parameshananda said, what is the goal of life? Self-realization, universal emancipation. That when you set yourself perfectly all right, then you can go and the foundation is set for your life out there. But if you go out there without that foundation, that relationship, that that you are a part of consciousness, then you will be like just faltering, going here and there with no goal in mind. So that person who has that self-realization, he takes it to the world. And this COVID-19 let us heed this is all God is allowing this. Consciousness is allowing what is going on here. Because it's His way of sustaining what He has created, the universe. There might be deaths, but we are learning the lesson too also, that we should not exclude our elderly parents, grandparents from this unity, this foundation that we want to set. I know in Guyana, other countries, all the parents have stayed in the home and they're taken care of. They're not put somewhere else. Because being in the nursing home, it's a business. Nursing home is a business and they're professionals. They go to work and they do the best job. But some love is given. But when that love is given by parents and the elderly parents in the home, seeing that their children and the grandchildren, that foundation of spirituality is there with them. So let us heed this and make adjustments that is necessary for our lives. This is so important. This is my message today. Set a foundation. Set an academic foundation. Set a spiritual foundation. And then you'll be getting God's grace. Try to help others. Collaborate with God's creation. And then you'll see how He'll give you the grace. Grace that will liberate you, that make you come back to the point, and you can say, I am that consciousness. And our prayer should be, God, I want to be like you. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om. But before, let Surya Narayan has come out, he's peeped out. Let us, I was waiting for him. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Bolo Sisi Shankar Bhagwan ki jai. Have no fear. Jai Gurudev.